Hi, and welcome to the Biz and Tech Show. I'm Luba Fisher, and I'm going to tell you today about planning AI features that will bring back the business value. There's a lot of research showing that while we thought AI is going to bring down costs, it's actually a huge investment, and people are spending much more on their technology, much more on their marketing. I've seen numbers like ×2 on marketing. A lot of our playbooks have been broken. A lot of things have been changed. A lot of new exciting opportunities. It's also really helped the market grow. All this money that's being poured into a new market is really helping the economy and really helping us grow, but the costs are high. So when you're building an AI feature, we're often assuming and expecting it to save us a lot of money, to save us a lot of resources, and the opposite is true at the beginning. So that's the first thing we want to really set expectations when we're building new features, what we're going to get out of this. And just like any other process that we invest in, like the first time your company needed a process, the first time your company had to hire, and you expected your investment to go down, but actually first went up before it went down. Because you need to invest in that new hiring, in that new process, in that new tooling. The same is true with AI. That learning curve is steep. That investment's going to be going up in investment, but then we want to make sure that you're getting ROI and you're going back down on your expense. So how do we do that? It's really the same as anything else you've been doing till today. You did it till today really well. You could do it with AI the same way. Here's how. You start with a new feature, a new tool. You're checking right away. What are the business goals? What are your ROIs? What do you expect to get out of it? What are the resources? How quick? You can ask the same questions that you used to asking about AI and make decisions. Now, you can expect the investment to be higher at first because your team's not trained in building AI features. You might have to train them, you might have to hire. It's not the same as any other feature you're adding to your queue. It's more similar to those first features you've built when you first started out. So the investment was steeper, but then it paid back. And then it will go down. Your first AI features, your first AI tools are going to be a bigger learning curve, much more training, much more investment, but this is an investment for the future and it's going to go down. It doesn't mean any investment for the future is correct, because what if it won't return? You're going to check your ROI. So you want to make sure that the return on your investment is worth it. If you're, for example, building a customer support chatbot, you want to set expectations that within a year, time to response goes down, your number of agents goes down, whatever your business goals are, that you're reaching them. It won't be tomorrow, but you want to reach that. So ROIs, business goals are your first place to start. The second thing is, so many people are building AI features because they're flashy, because they're fun, because you feel like it has to say AI. Does it have to say AI and everything? People literally sell broomsticks that say AI on them. But if your product, you've done the research and your product is in the right niche to say AI on it, AI is going to only be helpful. You don't want to be laughable. It's only going to be helpful if it's something that will actually help your users and make them happier. So we're, again, like any other feature, looking at our users' pain points on their needs. And we're saying if until now we filled them with a simple form, now we can make them happier with an AI-powered form. That's a good feature. But if they don't need to fill out forms, we're just putting an AI-powered form because we want to write AI that is not helping our users and it's not helping our business. And here's another thought, and I want you to really take this carefully. We often jump to offer our users AI. The real, more immediate value of AI, it sounds controversial, it's really powered by research. If you want it, comment below, I'll send you the link. But Harvard University has put out research that shows that AI is not fully ready for customers. Now, that's an extreme statement. I've built AI features that are usable and are fantastic and people are loving them. So I wouldn't say it's not ready, but it still has a way to go to be more ready. But it is ready for internal process, so internal needs. So you have your back office, you have your internal teams. There's where I would suggest you first try to utilize AI, internal agents, delegating to different AI tools, teaching your team how to use AI to make their job more enjoyable, more easy, more relaxed, and not instead of them, because you're always going to be the human person and you don't want to turn them on you. So remember, everyone's nervous. What's going to happen to my business? What's going to happen to my role? What's going to happen to my values? And very important, what's going to happen to my job with AI? So when you're introducing AI to your team, and this is another topic, just be mindful in how it's done. It's not instead of the people, it's to empower them. Empower your team with AI. So train your team how to use it, make it easier for them. They don't have to do the research on their own. Hire someone to do it, to coach them. Invest internally with AI. That's your first and fastest ROI is internally, not externally. The third piece is looking at eval. So I have another video about that. I'll link to it in the comments. But when you're building features, just like we always have the acceptance criteria and the measurements of was this feature successful? In AI, there's one more part called evals, which basically means you're evaluating the quality of this AI feature, because it's not enough for AI to populate some text or to change the colors. You actually want to evaluate, are these the colors I expected? Is this a helpful image? Is this helpful text? Is it responding correctly? Or is this inaccurate? Is it secure? So we have evaluations in place to evaluate the level of AI product. And some of the main things we look at, and again, I speak about it more in detail in the other video, accuracy, helpfulness, hallucination, and then depending on the product, you're going to have more. The third piece is very important. I've hinted to it, and now we're going to go into it more deeply. Is this actually being used? We're building a lot of AI features, a lot of products, a lot of agents, a lot of custom GPTs, whatever it is that your team needs, LLMs, etc., that are not being used. Now, if you're doing because you're training, that's great. But when you're investing as a business owner in AI, the real test after everything is it gonna be used? So keep that in mind along the whole way. It's not enough to write AI. It's not enough to build it correctly. It's not enough that it works. This has to be something that's gonna be used. For that, it's the same. You want to make sure you're speaking to your users, you're adjusting their needs. The user experience is so important. And the user experience here is not always about where the button is. There are new realms of UX that come into an AI feature. Think about if you're a ChatGPT user or a Claude user, it's not a mistake the way it responds to you. The fact that it's always positive and cute and with exclamation marks and icons, all that is in the design of that AI product. They invested so much in their user experience. And it's very, very important to build that trust that people actually want to ask questions. It's the language, the naming, whether or not to name it, the format, all that matter very, very much. And it's part of the user experience. There's not a ton of research about it, but some research is emerging. Especially you want to look at competitive tools, test it on your own, get feedback and evals about the tone and user experience of using your AI feature. And so this is going to be your last benchmark test. It's the most important one. And that is the tool being used? And if it's not, that's fine. We have a lot of iterations when it comes to AI tools, because a lot of research that comes into it. So it's super important. We're not building a big tool that's going to be released next year, but we're constantly checking, evaluating, iterating, learning, because we're researching a new space. We're from the founders of this new era. And when you're building an AI tool, an AI feature, an AI anything, you're iterating, you're improving, you're learning, and that's fine. You're going to use this education for the next things that you're building. If you have any other questions about the AI features you want to build, comment below, do my best to respond, or reach out. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and share it with your network. Great day.